G'day everyone, welcome from Australia. Before I start the next leg, I thought I'd bring you up to date on what's happened so far. Got sick of everything, decided start a new lifestyle. Got hold of a boat up in Airlie Beach. I moved from Brisbane up to Airlie Beach. I had 4 months to get this boat off the property, so it needed a lot of work. You can see that in the early episodes of how much it had to be done to it. Get it in the water and bring it back down to Brisbane so that we could finish it off, and then off we go sailing. Do a bit of cruising all around Australia, right across the top and everything. Now, already had a couple of things to go wrong on the way down. I've had 2 strikes so far. First one, had water on the floor of the boat on one of the legs. Scared my wife on that one. Second one was the helm went wrong. Scared my wife again on that part of the trip. Well, so it's 2 strikes and we're about a quarter of the way into the trip. I think I'm going to get the 3rd before I get back to Brisbane, but we'll see what happens.
Well, I did find us a really nice place to anchor, had a fantastic sunset, brought out the appropriate lubrication, and then turned around and said, well, I did warn you it was a shakedown cruise and things were going to go wrong. You wanted to come on this trip.
So I told you before in the last episode, this was strike 2. This is where the helm went wrong and I didn't have any steering for a while. Fortunately I got 2 motors so I could steer it with that. But when I built it, I put a balance tap in it so that if the rudders got out of sync, I could actually change it and bring the rudders back straight. I didn't realise at the time that's what had happened, but it was a godsend and an easy fix because I had done it that way. Now what I did when I built it is down over here in this locker. If you look in there, you can see there's a tap in there on that connection. Now that tap's closed off at the present time. Okay, so all I do is swing that tap open. Okay, and that bypasses going through the other ram on the other side, so that one of the rudders then becomes, I can just move it round. So then, so once I centre the rudder on this side, I open that tap up, then I come over here. If you look down in here, here's the top of the rudder post. This line down here is the centre of the boat. So all I've got to do is get that facing straight down the centre of the boat, and that's it. So with that tap open, I can then reach in and pull this rudder back round and get it straight again, close off that tap, and then the helm all works normally as it's supposed to. But I did have to bleed the rudders because what I had a problem with, I had air in the line, which is what's got the rudders out of sync in the first place. So when I was anchored in, before I set off the next day, I re-bled the rudders to try and get the rest of that air out, which caused the problem in the first place. This is what I had to do to do this. Now what I do in there, this is attached to the ram at the bottom. The ram's fitted in up under there. So I get this off. Then I go down inside. If you have a look in there, you can see that there's 2 bleed screws at the bottom of those connections. I connect a hose between the 2 and open up those bleed screws. With those bleed screws open, I then go up to the helm, make sure that it has oil in it, and I turn the wheel, and that'll pump the fluid through past that ram and back up to the helm. What you've got to be really careful with is you don't run out of oil in that helm station up there, because if you do, you start from scratch again. You've got to start all over again and try and keep going until you've got all the air out of the line.
After bleeding the steering again, we got going about 2 hours later than what I wanted to, but everything was cool. We kept going. But I think on this part I got strike 3, 4, 5 and 6. Oh, and by the way, nobody's fallen off the boat yet. That'll come up later on. bye for now, and I'll catch you on the next chapter. Bye bye.